we started. So in the 95th verse of Chaitanya Bhagavat, third chapter, Antyakanda, Gaurchandra now gives a wonderful smile and says, Yata Vakhaniraha Tumi Sabasatya Kahe. Whatever you have said is true. Ebbe Shuna Ami Kichu Kariya Vyakhyana. Bhuja Dekhi Vichariya Hayati Pramana. Now hear my explanation and decide whether they are authorized. Okay. Now very humbly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu presents. His humbleness can only come when you have Shastra Adhyayan. Should be very careful. In this world, there are so many gurus. They attract people in different ways. A Shastra Adhyana is very important. Then we understand everything in a right perspective. Anita Mathur, please mute yourself. ठाकाने विष्णु सर्वभौम महाशय आरो अर्थ नरेर शक्ति te kabunaya. Now Sarvabhattacharya was struck with wonder as he thought further explanation are beyond the ability of a human being. Already I have explained 13 ways, and now on top of that there is further explanation. This is completely not the ability of a human being. Apanana apanara artha prabhu apaneva khane. Yaha keha kona kalpe uddesha na jane. And the Lord explained the meaning in his own ways, which no one at any time could conceive. It's very difficult. Gaur Chandra is directly Krishna Chandra. Therefore, only he knows the actual purport of this verse spoken by Krishna. Gaura Sundar began to personally explain this verse in many different ways without touching the 13 explanations given by Sarvabhauma. No living entities other than Krishna would ever conceive of such explanation. व्याख्या श्री सार्वभौम परम विस्मिता मने भावे एकिबा ईश्वर विदिता. Was really astonished to hear Lord's explanation. In the mind, the thought came, is he the supreme Lord? लोक व्याख्या करे प्रभु करिया हुंकार आत्मभावे हैला षडभुजा अवतार. प्रभु बोले सार्वभौम की तोर विचार संन्यास आमार नाही हय अधिकार. सन्यासी की अमी की हे न तोर चित्ते लय तोर लागी एथा अमी हैलो उदय. बहु जन्म मोर प्रेमे त्यजीरे जीवन अतएव तोरे अमी दिलो दर्शन. संकीर्तनारंभे मोहार अवतार अनंत ब्रह्मांडे मुनि वही नाही आर. जन्म जन्म तुमी मोर शुद्धि प्रेम दास अतएव तोरे मुनि Hairu Prakash. So after explaining this verse, the Lord roared loudly and manifested his six-armed form. Two hands Krishna, two hands Prabhu Ramchandra, two hands of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, two hands holding flute, two hands holding bow and arrow, two hands holding danda and kamandal. So, O Sarvabhauma, what do you think? Am I not qualified to take sannyas? Do you think that I am a mere sannyasi? I came here for your sake. You have spent many lifetimes trying to attain love for me. Therefore, I am revealing myself to you. I have incarnated to inaugurate the Sankirtana movement. Throughout the innumerable universes, I alone am qualified. You are my purely devoted servant, birth after birth. Therefore, I have revealed myself to you. Mohar means my. Sarvabhattacharya had said that since Gaur Sundar was young, he was not qualified for sannyas. In protest of this statement, Lord Gaur Sundar displayed his six-armed form and said, I alone am qualified. Since you performed severe austerities for many lifetimes in your eagerness to see me, I have come to you in Nilachal. Innumerable universes are within me. You hankered for my affection, birth after birth. So coming in the Chaitanya movement is Krishna's mercy. Everybody has love for Krishna. Everybody hankers to hear about Krishna, especially when the moment we hear, oh, Vrindavan, we feel when we'll go to Vrindavan, when we'll step in Vrindavan. Everybody wants to go to the abode of Lord. Everybody is inclined to hear about Lord. But then, being in Chaitanya movement, that is mercy of Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifests Chaitanya Bhagavat is a manifestation of Chaitanya's mercy, because we should not be carried away by so many people who display bhakti. We should be very, very careful about it. There are so many who display bhakti. I'm telling about display bhakti. You may see one thing, behind will be another thing. We don't know about it. They may be true, but we don't know. We don't know. So that is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he inaugurates the Sankirtana movement. What is the Sankirtana movement? Be in the association of devotees. Book reading. Read Bhagavat, Bhagavad Gita. Anita Mataji, mute your phone. Make me host. I can mute. Chandrapati Prabhu, you are also co-host. I think why don't you make me co-host? And I don't have to tell everyone. Gautam. Anita Mataji, mute your phone. So in this way, Sankirtana movement. Yesterday we were dealing with nectar of devotion in the morning Bhakti Shastri class. Sankirtana involves Nama Leela Guna, glorifying the name of Lord, glorifying the pastimes of Lord, glorifying the qualities of Lord. That is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu emphasizes on 5 important portents. What is that? Association of devotees. One should have that. Generally, we see TV and all those things, and from that we get carried away. Stop seeing TV programs, even though it may be a spiritual program. First, stop seeing that, because you're not getting associated, so you don't know what is real, what is whatever it is. Stop seeing the TV program. Do not try to take bhakti from the TV programs. Many times they are misleading. There are many misleading gurus in the market. Be very careful about it. First thing is stop seeing TV. We get very much attracted to this Maharaj, that Maharaj. Oh, stop seeing TV. Have association. Hearing is the process. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archalam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. It has started with Shravanam. The more we hear, the more we serve. Association has been emphasized. Association of devotees, book reading, A, B, C, D square. So A, B, C, D, D, like this 5 aspects have been spoken. Association of devotees will make us study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam in a systematized way. And then chanting of the holy name, very much important. If we don't chant the holy name, we will never understand the purport of anything, whatever is spoken by our acharyas. Then involves deity worship. Deity worship, yes, one should understand deities are persons. That is how Sripad Madhvacharya has established deities are persons. They eat, they talk, they guide, they protect us. The deities are persons. And then Dhambas, yes, going to Dham, not alone. Again, along with the association of devotees, hearing about Dham. Or especially in Vrindavan, Mathura, you have so many gurus, so many, not one, so many have opened their mathas. Many will speak illusory words also. You may say, oh, how you can say that? There are so many who have done that. They speak about Krishna, then afterwards, ultimately, they land up in they thinking that they are only Krishna. There are so many people who have done this. That is why Srila Prabhupada warns us. Be very careful of Sahajiyas. Sahajiya Bhakti has not been encouraged in our Sampradaya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Goswamis, Rupa Goswami, Chit Sanatana Goswami, to reveal Braj Leela, to reveal the Dhama Kshetra. It's only because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu today we know what is Vrindavan, or Vrindavan Leela was practically Lupta. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to Vrindavan Dham. That is how, when he was traveling, he knows where all the Leelas have happened. Then he asked his important disciples, the most senior disciples, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, to reveal and excavate the places, build temples, write books. So in this way, we have to be very, very careful about. We should not be carried away by we should not be carried away by illusory talks. Also, again, Chaitanya movement is very, very safe movement. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us how to perform devotional service in a very, very practical way. Sadhu dharma dushta vinashimum sabha chinta chichuna hitora pada morastava. I will deliver the pious and annihilate the miscreants. Do not worry, just offer prayers to me. That's how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. My appearance is for two purposes. One is to deliver the pious. Hidayadaya dharma. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. So I come to give protection to my devotees, paritranaya, to remove that prana. So what is the only prana which a devotee has? The separation from Krishna. That is the only prana which a devotee has. And then vinashaya cha dushkritam, to annihilate the impious. So Krishna says, here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, do not worry, just offer prayers to me. अपूर्व षडभुज मूर्ती कोटी सूर्यमय देखी मूर्छा गेला सार्वभौम महाशय. That six-armed form of the Lord was most wonderful and as effulgent as millions of suns. Sarvabhauma lost consciousness on seeing that form. So that six-armed form was revealed to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, I am none other than the Krishna who is holding the flute. I am none other than Prabhu Ram, who is having bow and arrow in his hand. And now I have appeared, I have taken the mood of a sannyasi. Anita Lunde, you're
Sorry.
not hearing the class. You're
Sorry.
not hearing the class. Why are you there in the class then? How many times I have been telling, don't talk, don't talk. विशालकरेण प्रभुहुंकार गर्जना आनंदे षडभुजा गौरचंद्र नारायण. So in this way, six-armed Gaur Chandra then roared loudly in ecstasy. He is Narayana himself. बड़ा सुखी प्रभु सार्वभौमेर अंतरे उठा बली श्री हस्त दिलन तान शिरे. So Lord was greatly pleased with Sarvabhauma. He placed his lotus hand on Sarvabhauma's head and said, get up. In some editions, the following verses are added after this verse. Shankha Chakra Gada Padma Shri Hala Mushala Ratnamani Paripurna Shri Anga Ujjvala Shrivatsa Kaustubha Hara Vakshe Shobha Kare Vamakakshe Shingavetra Murali Jatare. So Lord held the conch, chakra, club, lotus, mallet, plough in his six arms. His effulgent body was decorated with jewels, precious stones. His chest was decorated with kaustuba money and the mark of Shivatsa, a stick and horn adorned to the left of his waist, and a flute was tucked in front. So in some verses, these two verses are also added in some edition. Shri Hasta Parashe Vipra Paila Chetana Tathapi Anande Jada Nas Pure Vachana. By the touch of the lotus hands of Lord, the Brahmana regained consciousness, yet he remained speechless and stunned in ecstasy. So when Lord touched him, the Brahmana regained consciousness, yes. He understood that I was in illusion. Though he is a devotee, but he was in illusion. Karuna Samudra, Prabhu Shri Gaura Sundara, Pada Padma Dila, Tandra Hridaya Upara. Lord Shri Gaur Sundar, the ocean of mercy, then placed his feet on Sarvabhauma's chest. On seeing the most effulgent six-armed form of the Supreme Lord, Sarvabhauma lost consciousness. Sri Gaurahari, who had assumed the six-armed form, then placed his lotus feet on Gaur Sundar's, on Sarvabhauma's chest. So first Lord blessed him by keeping his lotus hand on his head. Then Lord kept his feet on the chest of Sarvabhauma. Pai Shri Charana Sarvabhauma Mahashaya Haila Kevala Parananda Premamaya. In this way, when Lord touched him with the lotus feet, he was filled with great transcendental ecstasy. दृढ़ करी पाद पद्मा धरी प्रेमानंदे आजी से पाइनु चित्त चोर बोधी कांडे. He tightly grabbed the Lord's lotus feet and cried in ecstasy while saying, "Today I have captured the thief who stole my heart. Yes, I have captured him. I have captured him." आर्तनादे सार्वभौम करेन रोदन धरिया पूर्व पाद पद्म रमाधन. So Sarvabhauma cried pathetically as he held those wonderful lotus feet which are wealth of Rama, the goddess of fortune. So Lakshmi sits at the lotus feet of Lord. The property, lotus feet of Lord is a property of Lakshmi. That is how Lord is so merciful that he allows Sarvabhauma to catch hold of his feet. And after catching hold of the feet, Sarvabhauma started crying pathetically. Prabhu Mora Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prananatha. Oh, you are my Prananatha, you are my life, you are my soul. Muni Adhamera Prabhu Kara Drishti Pata. Oh, please glance mercifully onto me. One should have always the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is on to those who are inclined to chant the holy name of Krishna. Simple. How to understand? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us the mercy. He allows us to be the part of Sankirtana movement. He allows us to chant the holy name. तुम्हारे से मुनि पापी शिखाओ घर में ना जानिया तुम्हारा अचिंत्य शुद्धता. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again humbly presents. He says, "Oh, I am so sinful. Tumhara se muni papi. I am so sinful that I am trying to teach you religious principles, sikhai mo dharma. Oh, I did not understand your pure, inconceivable glories. Hena keva अच्छे प्रभु तुम्हारा माया महायोगेश्वर आदि मोह नहीं पाए से तुम्ही ये अमार मोहिबे पूर्ण शक्ति ये बे देह तुम्हारे चरणे प्रेम भक्ति. O Lord, who does not become bewildered by your illusory energy, which bewilders even the best of the great yogis? So it is not at all astonishing that you have bewildered me. Now please bestow on me loving devotional service at your lotus feet. The Kena Upanishad 1.5 it is stated, Yan manasa na manute enadhur enahur mano matam tadeva brahma tam vidhi tedam yad idam upasate. That which the mind cannot know, through which the mind is considered known, know that to be supreme. So what is said? That which cannot be known by your mind, though through which the mind is considered known. The mind knows and mind cannot know. Not what this world reveres. So whatever is seen in this world, So that is supreme. In the Srimad Bhagavatam it is stated, Muyyantiya Sureha. So Lord knows to place even the demigods and great sages in illusion. So through our mind, very difficult to know. At the same time, through the mind, Krishna reveals also. At the same time, reverses what this world reverses. So sometimes it is opposite. So don't immediately consider that is Supreme Lord. Sometimes the world reveals something which is not revealed. So very difficult to know Lord. It's not so easy to know Lord. Because Lord bewilders even the great sages and the demigods. Muyyanti. Muyyanti means putting them in illusion. Yat Suryaha. So Jai Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prananath Jai Jai Sachi Punyavati Garbhajata. So all glories to Shri Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, the Lord of my life. All glories to you who have taken birth, you who have taken birth from the womb of the pious Sachi. Jai Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Sarva Prana, Jai Jai Veda Vipra Sadhu Dharma Prana. All glories to Shri Krishna Chaitanya, the life and soul of all. All glories to the protector of the Vedas, Brahmanas, saintly persons, and religious principles. Jai Jai Vaikuntha Lokera Ishwara, Jai Jai Shuddha Sattva Rupa Nyasivara. All glories to the Lord of Vaikuntha planets, all glories to the best of sannyasis, whose form consists of pure goodness. So, in this way, Sarvabhattacharya offered repeatedly the obeisance and recited many verses. Parama Subuddhi Sarambhoma Mahamati Shloka Padi Padi Puna Puna Kare Stuti. So, let us see what all verses Sarvabhattacharya quoted for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That will do it tomorrow. So, humble request everybody should chant minimum 16 rounds. If you don't chant minimum 16 rounds, then there is no use. It is only minimum. So, plan your day in such a way, wake up early in the morning and chant minimum 16 rounds. Those are very, very new. Just chant minimum at least 4 rounds. And Chakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Chapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavi Namo Namo Vaishnavi Ki Jai Shri Prabhupada.